I would rather spray tan my butthole than get it waxed.
Smoking pot, riding a horse. It sounds fun.
It sounds fine. It sounds scary as heck to me, but yeah, it would be fun. Saddle or not, I've never been on a horse. I only ride horses side saddle anyways. M. Night. Knock it off.
That's going to be a shit.
You stop it right now. You stop it.
You stop.
You go to your room, M. Night Shyamalan. You go to your
Think
room.
about what you've done.
That's a bad M. Night. That's a bad M. Night.
Hello and welcome to Nation of Conversation, episode 345. I am here with two non-alcoholic beers, Bill and Wally. What's up?
Yeah. Neither of us are drinking.
Shotgun O'Douls, I guess.
They make that Heineken now with great taste, but no
you
alky.
could be.
Yeah.
That could be you. You can be Heineken.
You can be a Heineken.
No, thank you.
I'm your host, Ryan.
What'd you say?
What did he
Called
say?
you a Nazi.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, Heineken's not even German.
I don't think it
I think it's
is.
from Amsterdam. I think it's Dutch.
I think you messed that up.
Mostly I just want to call Wally a Nazi.
Oh, okay. Well, if you just wanted to do that, then that's a known thing. I mean, right?
Right. That's what
People
I mean.
just know.
That's not nice. That's just
Well,
It's
I
not
mean, it used to be
true.
hidden a little bit by Mike, but now that he's dead, your
Yeah.
colors come out more.
oh, not true at all.
Triplemania happened this weekend.
Maybe the most fun wrestling pay-per-view every year,
Maybe the most fun.
even though I haven't watched it in like 2 years. But-
This one had its moments, but it wasn't as fun as the other ones. Because I consider fun in Triplemania to be weird.
Yeah.
That's what's so fun about
Like
it.
commentators taking
Yeah. Let me turn my fucking music on. Like all that
and
Vampiro.
commentators blading
Commentators blading
and guys
last year.
jumping off of 50-foot light towers.
Yeah, guys jumping off of a giant scaffolding. Commentators farting during matches on the air, and the mic picks it up.
Jeff Jarrett being
Jeff Jarrett
wildly
being
racist.
insane.
So racist.
And you think like, yeah, he's a bad guy. He's supposed to get booed, but not like that.
Nope, too much, too far. And he was definitely on something after we watched that Vampiro doc.
Oh, he was real drunk.
He was definitely drunk. But Triplemania started off real slow. We made some picks on it. We'll go over those in a second. Started real slow for me. Fun, but slow.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect throw it on, play a little Madden or whatever from 19 years ago because I can't get a PS5 to save my fucking life.
I haven't tried. Is it really that hard still?
Oh, God, it's so hard.
Because they still can't
So
make
hard.
the processing chips.
Oh,
or something.
Every
yeah.
time I find somebody who's like, this guy's pretty reliable on Twitter and he puts up the links. As soon as I click one, it's like, it was sold out in 4 seconds. Like, okay, great.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so started off kind of slow. Deonna Purrazzo had her match where she won the women's Reina de Reinas championship.
Yep.
That was a good one.
Yeah, we all predict. Somehow we were all on her side on that. correctly.
Lucha Bros had a nice triple threat tag match, and they
Yep.
were as awesome as they always are.
Yep.
Surprised that they won that, though.
Yeah,
Because-
everyone but me was surprised by that.
Yeah.
They're so over that they
One
can't
of
get the belts
three
off.
lone wolves of the night.
Even though they don't wrestle Triplemania or AAA often, do they? They're still.
They're still in AEW, but
Yeah.
they switch back and forth.
Yeah, and I feel like Triple A hasn't done a ton the
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Although I guess I don't follow it closely, but
It's weird because they'll like have a show and then it's like a 6-month build to the next show. That's
Right.
what it seems like to
Yeah.
me. Maybe
Yeah.
it's not because they're doing stuff during that's not
Smaller
televised
shows.
that we
Right,
don't
yeah.
know about, but that's the way it seems to me. They'll do a weird show and we'll hear about Andrade going to face Omega, but it's not for 6 months.
How the hell does he wrestle in dress pants and a belt? That makes no
He's a
sense.
handsome,
I don't know why you doubt him.
dapper
NXT
dude.
with a 4-foot feather.
Yeah, giant feather hat. So it was pretty predictable. Nothing too wild. They did have
It
their.
wasn't that predictable when we talk about our
No,
scores.
I mean, like it was pro wrestling.
yeah,
Yeah.
nothing crazy. No real crazy mistakes other than the Marvel match that they had where Spider-Man was all messed up.
Oh, yeah, trying to get to the ring.
Trying to get to the ring, but not a lot of weird...
El Arachno?
Yeah, not a lot of weird mess-ups or anything like that was happening. It was just kind of a standard, decent show. And then we had Andrade versus Omega.
Which I assume was a good match.
Very good.
Had very good. Very
solid.
Good. Yeah.
Not the main event.
No,
I actually watched this too. I know we mentioned it
off air, but you were bored, so you watched all of Triplemania.
Officially a bigger wrestling fan than me now.
Yes. I was so bored on Saturday that I actually watched Triplemania.
I have a question. Since Ghost Mike is dead, have you, okay, I will watch wrestling sometimes. He's not here, so I guess I will kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe. Rick Flair showed up, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the big exciting thing. Ric Flair was the valet, or the second, or whatever you want to call it, for Andrade.
Yep.
His son-in-law.
Which I had forgotten about until halfway through the match when I heard Charlotte's name, and I was like, "Oh yeah, they're married, aren't they?"
I don't know if they are married.
They're together.
They're
definitely together at least. Yeah.
They're either engaged or married. I'm not sure, because a lot of people got married during the pandemic in secret. I don't know if you knew about that. That was like a thing. People would just kind of get married in secret during the pandemic. You didn't really know.
Personally, I know 3 different people like that.
Yeah, you wouldn't tell your friends about it or anything like that.
It says partner right now on her when you just Google her, and she has had 2 other spouses before. So
not a spouse then.
Right now, he's not in the spouse column.
Okay, all right. Well, she was also backstage. Did you know that?
No,
she was there.
Okay. How was I supposed to know it? It was all in Spanish.
Well. That's true. You took Spanish in high school, didn't you?
I recognize some of those words.
They go so fast. If they were slow,
fast.
a little bit slower, it could be like, oh, okay, I got Cabeza, I got that.
They got engaged on New Year's 2020, so they're engaged.
Okay.
They're engaged. Anyway, so Ric Flair was there, and he got in the ring and chopped Kenny Omega, which I enjoyed very much, because I think of Kenny Omega a lot as the current day Ric Flair, sort of.
Yeah.
In the way that he has 60-minute draws and wears suits and says he's too fancy for people. Like he not exactly like Ric Flair, but he has a lot of Ric Flair in him.
I know he would never do this, but I would love it if he just stood there and no-sold. Then turned around and Andrade chopped him and he sold it like crazy.
Yeah.
And then no-sold Rick. For me personally, that would have been the best.
If he just no-sold poor Rick. The weird thing about this was
Conan took a bump there.
Conan was in the corner of Omega.
Yeah,
bad guys being bad guys.
Yeah.
Well, because
Conan went into his locker room, right?
Yeah, leading up to the show was Conan and Andrade together, and then before, during the show, he goes to Andrade's.
They got in a fight.
Locker, and Andrade won't let him in the room.
Yeah.
So he goes over to Omega's
because he had a secret weapon. That's why.
Which was there?
It was Rick.
But because when Omega and Conan talked, he was like, "Oh, I can assure you're gonna win." Did he do anything? He didn't do anything.
He tried to interfere, and then Rick came in and chopped Omega, right? And then they had the evil ref in there.
Oh,
because that was a thing again. The evil ref helped Deonna Purrazzo win and Kenny Omega win because he fast counted
a lot for her.
He fast counted the One Wing Angel too.
Yeah.
So Andrade was I think he pushed him after the match, right?
I was surprised by you saying that was a fast count because Kenny does the One Wing Angel onto the belt.
Right.
And then after he pins him, he throws the belt away don't look at that. He's got the little face on that he's making.
Yep.
But
it was fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was great. That was a fun match. Ready to go to bed. Oh, crap. There's another match. And for whatever reason this time, I feel like a lot of people were bringing their kids out to the ring. Everybody was bringing their kids out.
Yeah.
Especially the clowns. They're like, oh, here's all my kids in clown makeup.
This was where I got very confused.
Right.
Because if Ghost Mike was here, I'd ask him, who was this lady coming out with Psycho Murder? Which clown was it?
This was Psycho Clown, I think, right? In the main event?
Not
Murder. I don't think.
No, I think you're right. I think it was Psycho Clown. But anyways, I was wondering who, like, because I was like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe she's his wife or whatever.
But she wasn't, because she got mad at some point, right?
She turned on him.
Yeah.
She tried to make him lose. And
Right.
This was where I needed an English commentary
Yeah.
to be like, I don't understand what's going on.
Why did she do that?
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot lost in the translation there, but it was a fun night.
Yeah.
Fun to watch. Missing English commentary so much.
Yeah. Hopefully, if it gets bigger, I don't know if it will, but they would have. They've done it before.
Yeah, and
They
the weird
had English commentary.
The weird thing about it was, I think it was Lucha Blog was the guy
Yeah.
who put it up on Twitch, and it's like he said on Friday, I want to say, there's no plans to put it anywhere for English watchers. I'm like, that is so stupid.
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
And then he just streamed it on Twitch, so you could just like follow him on Twitch, and you got to watch it anyway. So it's like, why don't you why don't you just control it, fucking AAA? What the hell are you doing? You're not even gonna stop this guy from streaming it anyway. We made picks.
We sure did.
Which is always fun because it's super blind.
Yep.
Very blind.
So how did we? Let's just do an overall view because I don't want to go every single match.
Thanks to me knowing that the Lucha Bros were obviously going to defend their title and picking up a lone wolf, I was able to salvage 4 out of 7 for the night.
Wow.
Thanks to knowing somehow that Puma King would not lose, Wally, 5 out of 7.
Wow.
With the lone wolf.
Well, I saw Puma King. I was like, I gotta go with
Gotta
Puma
pick
King.
Puma King.
You picked incorrectly in the tag match and the Omega match.
Yeah.
And in the 12-man thing.
Oh.
Which somehow we had to count because
Goddamn.
Ghost Mike
picked Mr.
picked
Iguana.
Mr. Iguana. We all picked TBA and left it wide open and still lost.
Nope, we lost.
Yeah.
So Ghost Mike picked up 5 points in his own self.
Yeah.
Right. He was not saved by a lone wolf. You did know correctly that Deanna would win.
Okay.
And we all knew, of course, that Psycho Clown would win. So
Yeah.
two sweep hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, you get 2 out of 7.
Oh, wow. That's a bad night.
I thought Andrade was going to win. Now, reading the...
we swept Andrade, didn't we not?
We did. We swept 3 matches, 2 correctly, 1 incorrectly.
Reading the dirt sheets, if you will, he was supposed to win, but AEW has control over Omega's bookings, and they changed it because they didn't like that he... Well, not that they didn't like. They booked him to lose the Impact title 2 days... Or the night before. Rampage. The night before. He lost the Impact title to Christian.
No, it was a week before, I believe.
No, it was the night before. Rampage. Yeah. Then the next night was
it that
Triplemania.
Huh.
So they didn't want him to lose title and then lose another title and then have a match on September 5th that he's now lost twice going into All Out. So
that would make more sense, though.
Okay.
I think
that's stupid, Tony.
I think that's why. I think that's why.
You shouldn't have dropped the Impact title then, right? I feel like...
It's weird. No, he has to drop the... I'll talk about the...
He's got to drop all of them.
He has to drop it. There's a couple things. Anyway, so I came in last. So
you came in last.
Bill, you came in first?
No, I came in third.
Oh, who came in first? Wally?
Wally and Mike tied.
Whoa.
So I'm
telling
here.
You're the comeback. I'm going to win this year.
You might.
Wally, you move into first place.
What?
Tied with me.
Okay.
Okay.
We have now put Ghost Mike and Ryan in the dust, 3 back from us.
Wait, Ghost Mike is 3 back from us?
Yeah.
How is he 3 back? He hasn't picked everything.
He's only missed 1 thing.
Really?
All right.
We've only picked, unless I missed one entirely, we've only picked 4 times this year so far.
Well, we're going to make a lot
AEW Double. We started with Double or Nothing.
Right.
Okay.
Then we did In Your House Takeover.
Okay.
Then we did American Bash. And then Triplemania.
Wow.
That was it so far this year,
All right, well,
unless I missed something.
We're going to make a lot of picks tonight, so buckle up. AEW talked about Rampage, their Friday show, 1 hour, debuted this past Friday. And Kenny Omega lost the Impact title to Christian Cage, who is now the Impact champion, because the Young Bucks slid a chair in while the referee was distracted, and Cage was able to do his, what is it called, kill switch?
The Unprettier?
Right on, the Unprettier on top of a chair, knocking Omega out so he could win the Impact belt.
So Cage is the heel there?
He's the babyface who outsmarted the heel. Who
was
trying
he cheated because they allowed him to.
Yeah,
they were trying to help Kenny.
They were trying to help Kenny win, and he turned it on him. So that kind of led into the he might lose again at Triplemania, and then
which I think would be good because then that's the storyline. Is like he's falling apart.
That's not a bad storyline.
So the weird thing is Christian Cage was having this match, and then he's facing Omega at All Out
for the other belt.
Oh,
interesting.
So he had to kind of win. If you're booking it, he had to win the Impact belt, so that maybe both belts are on the line at All Out. I always fucking screw up All Out, All In.
Well, In is the first of the first one of the year.
But I always forget which one was which.
The year.
No, All In was the first pay-per-view they did under the Ring of Honor banner. So they had to change the name to All Out.
Oh,
so that's why I always get confused.
All Out
but anyway, yes. Oh. So Christian has another title shot coming up. So I guess he technically had to win the Impact title to not look
I don't know. I would be
super weak going into that match, right?
I think if I'm AAA, I'm saying like you can do whatever you want on your show. You're not telling us.
They gave
them getting Omega.
It's part of the deal. Yeah. It's part of the deal.
That's annoying. Then I would be mad.
I imagine he will lose to Andrade at some point.
Yeah.
Right. That brought me to like when this was happening. It was like he's been talking a lot about how hurt he is, Omega, and how he's like eventually he's gonna have to stop and like get surgery and stuff, whatever it is. I think it's his shoulder. I think he has a shoulder injury. So eventually he's gonna have to like drop all the titles and like go away for a while. And I thought it was like being put in motion here. Like, okay, he's going to lose here, and he's gonna maybe beat Christian, but then somebody showing up, like one of the new guys showing up, is gonna beat him for the title at Full Gear, and then he's completely off all titles, and then he's out of there for surgery, which still may very well happen. Maybe there's a AAA in between Full Gear and now, but. So that was Rampage. The other thing that happened on AEW Rampage is you guys don't know this guy, Fuego Del Soul.
I do not know.
It was like a wrestler who's basically a jobber. Has been on Sammy Guevara's blog and like gotten himself over on the blog.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't been signed. He's been like a part-timer, like per appearance deal guy.
Okay.
And they put him in a match with Miro where if he beat Miro, he would get a full-time contract. So, of course, Miro killed him, murdered him.
Good.
And then they gave him a contract anyway after. Full-time contract.
Right.
And it was apparently a surprise. They didn't tell him they were going to do it.
Oh.
Came out, and he was all,
Is he good?
Emotional. He's good.
He's 25. He's young.
He's good. He's funny. He's good on the blog. Or the vlog, or not a blog, a vlog. He's good on that Sammy vlog. So people love him. So why not give him a contract? It's like so anti-WWE. It's like, hey, this guy got himself over doing stuff. Has a connection with the fans. Let's give him a contract. Instead of, let's reward this guy for doing what he's supposed to do, get over. Instead of, we'll bury you because
over? Stop that. We didn't do that.
We didn't do that. You got over by yourself? What? It's just a refreshing...
Here's a pink slip.
Yeah, pretty much. Just a refreshing point of view on wrestling. Like, oh, you got yourself over? Great. Have a contract. Like, we'll use you more. That's how it's supposed to work. CM Punk. Potentially. Maybe. Probably.
God, of course, maybe.
We'll be back this Friday.
On Rampage? Is Rampage Thunder? Is it like a full show?
It's an hour-long show.
But it's like on main TV. It's not a YouTube thing?
No, it's on TNT.
Good. This is the beginning of the end then. Way to WCW yourself, Cody.
It's only an hour, whereas Thunder was 2 hours.
For now.
They have a lot of shows. They have shows 5 days a week now.
That's too much.
So they're going to have to cut back somewhere. They're going to have to cut it back somewhere. But
this is it. We'll look back on this moment 3 years from now when AEW is about to close.
I don't know. We'll see. So CM Punk might come back Friday. Are you going to be excited about that?
Nope.
Not at all.
Wow. Maybe if you did it 4 years ago. Don't care even a little now.
Wow. I think he.
All he did was go out and show that everyone could beat him up, and got older.
He only lost two MMA fights.
Yeah, he lost them. All right,
and one he didn't even lose. It was like a draw that he lost. Not a draw, but he didn't get knocked out in the second one.
He lost.
He lost a fight.
And he's like 40 something now.
He is 40. Yeah, he's
I'm
old.
not. Edge coming back doesn't excite me either.
Christian winning the belt doesn't excite you?
Nope. Way to go! Way to go! Impact and be yourself and put the belt on an old guy. Maybe Sting could take it from him, and he could go back to TNT too.
Wow.
Or to TNA.
Triple H, embroiled in a lot of shit right now. Apparently.
Yep.
NXT's in a bad place.
Sure is.
About to get even worse.
Is it his fault?
And he apparently is blamed for losing to AEW.
Can't be his fault.
He's taking the blame, according to backstage reports.
He's taking the blame from Vince and his guys, at least.
Right.
Who it's their fault, but he didn't save it. If they just stuck with what they were doing, and then they said, we're going to put you on TV, then maybe he had a chance. But the second Vince started, like, let me fix it, bad. And then it doesn't help when you call up the champion of the show and make him a jobber while he's holding the title for the third show.
That was apparently a punishment for Triple H.
Way to help out your show.
So dumb.
Way to help out your show by making your undefeated champion a jobber.
Then
you wonder why it looks bad on NXT.
That was a punishment for Triple H losing the Monday Night War or the Wednesday Night War.
So you're trying to fully bury it, though.
Yeah, how is that punishing Triple H when you're punishing the wrestler?
Because it's ruining his show, which is eventually going to get usurped by these Vince people.
It's not hurting him as much as they think it is. That's my point.
It's cutting off their nose to spite their face. It's hurting the company.
It hurts the company
this other
overall.
show that people already apparently don't like.
Yeah.
Now you're making it like, well, why would I care about him if he's just going to job out to Jeff Hardy?
Well, here we are. New Japan had a United States show. Tanahashi won the U.S. title, so it's imminent. We're going to see the sexy Tanahashi on Dynamite at some point.
It's a huge get for Dynamite because Lance Archer had the belt.
Yep.
Is that it?
He just won it not that long ago and lost it now. So we're going to get Tanahashi on AEW at some point.
And his beautiful hair.
He's in America right now. He's currently in America, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see him sooner than later.
What I think I'd like more than seeing him in AEW, which is fine. Bring him into AEW. He's old, but whatever. He's a good wrestler, and he's a legend. I would just want to see one still photo of him laughing and surfing with
Nakamura.
With Nakamura, just them hanging out, having fun.
Are they even friends?
I have no idea. They know each other.
I assume they do. They worked in the same company for years, but I don't know if they're friends. All right, SummerSlam. We have to make picks on SummerSlam and Takeover 35. I want to say. So let's go. SummerSlam. Starting at the bottom. Drew McIntyre versus Never Hinder the Jinder.
What?
Jinder Mahal is back.
2/3 of the three-man band?
My pick is the winner of this match is Heath, whatever his name is.
Slater.
He's still around?
He's in Impact.
Oh, is he?
He's hurt, though.
He's going to come back.
Win this match.
He's going to come back and get the winner of this match, right? Is that,
yeah.
is that how it is?
Heath
they go to war over a sword?
Apparently it's over Drew McIntyre's sword.
Okay.
Now, is that a literal sword?
He comes out with a sword and puts it in his entrance and puts it in like the stage, and then it makes like lightning come out, which is kind of fun.
I'll take Jinder.
No way.
No, it's Drew. It's got to be Drew McIntyre.
You, Mr. I won a year because I picked Jinder.
I did. I picked him every single time, and he kept winning.
I'm going to pick him.
And nobody would pick him, so it was like a lone wolf every pay-per-view.
So transfer that lone wolf to me.
That's not going to happen. He's now not that guy. Right?
Okay.
All right. You can have it. Drew, I will take it.
Because you know what Drew is? He's a former NXT champion. Let's bury him.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
Sheamus, United States champion, versus Damian Priest.
Humberto Carrillo, who's very good.
Sheamus has been picking on Humberto Carrillo.
I feel like from this little description, it feels like this is no storyline at all. It's just
exactly
put them together so Sheamus can win. So I will take Sheamus.
Give me Damian Priest. What the hell?
I'll take Sheamus.
Yeah, I regret it already. Edge versus...
I mean, that should be the right answer, which is why I don't think it will be.
You're right. Edge versus Seth Rollins. They hate each other
boy.
because Edge got a title shot before him.
Obviously, they should be Seth, but man, they love Edge right now.
Of course.
And Seth Rollins, former NXT champion. Even though he's done everything for the main roster.
Give me Edge, because Seth... It's Edge. Give me Edge.
Who do you got, Bill?
Give me Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Yeah. All right, I'll go with Edge.
I don't feel good about it at all,
That's
especially
a lone wolf,
since you
maybe.
changed your lone wolf.
Lone wolf
I
there.
just
Bad
wanted
about
a lone wolf.
Usos versus Mysterios. Usos are champions.
Usos are champs again, huh?
Yeah, give me
Good for them.
Usos. 100%. Give me Usos.
Usos beat him last time?
I guess.
The Mysterios have already won the titles.
They did win them already and then lost them again.
I'll take the Usos.
Okay, that's 2 Usos.
All right, give me the lone wolf. Why not?
Oh, okay.
Why not? A mysterious... yeah, that's not bad.
This might not happen. I heard today this might be off, but Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks.
Oh, right,
SmackDown won this title.
Something
happened in this match.
COVID potentially.
Yes. The ghost told us about that.
Yeah, a ghost may have said that this match might happen. Let's just pick it for just in case.
I'm going to say the boss, Sasha Banks.
No, give me Bianca.
I think Bianca holds it.
I'll
Not
take
that it
Sasha
matters.
Banks.
That's not
Lone Wolf. I mean, I don't. Why not?
That's not bad.
It's too easy to get lone wolves now.
Nikki ASH, a superhero, versus who's a champion, versus Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley.
Charlotte Flair.
Nikki's going to keep it because
Time to reset
Rhea and
everything.
Charlotte are going to fuck themselves over.
Give me Charlotte.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I almost want to switch to Rhea just to give us the three-way, but I'm Charlotte.
Okay, you got a Nikki Ash.
Nikki Ash. It's a terrible... I hate
They're
going to
kill each other and she's going to win?
Yeah. Ripley's going to...
Bobby Lashley was the champion versus Goldberg. Goldberg
God,
simply...
Bobby, please,
I love this
Bobby.
description. Goldberg simply walked out and says, "You're next," and then he wrestles them. Yes, that's exactly all it is.
Give me Goldberg.
No, please, Bobby, please.
I mean,
It should
these
be
are both
Bobby.
old guys.
It
but-
should be Bobby, so I'm going to pick Bobby.
All right.
Bobby can at least wrestle, can he?
He's decent.
Yeah.
Can I
Goldberg can't.
No,
let
he
me
never has.
give you a sad state of WWE affairs right now? I honestly feel better about a Goldberg lone wolf than I do about a Seth Rollins lone wolf.
I think you're right, though.
Oh,
It's very possible.
They're not going to put a
You
strap
getting
back
a
on Goldberg.
Goldberg lone wolf is scary.
They're not going to put a strap back on Goldberg.
They have done it.
I mean,
Not
Remember,
again.
Vince has done it before.
No, but
Bobby is...
The problem here is Bobby is like one of the people they've actually booked properly. And it's like, if you beat Bobby with Goldberg, then Bobby's dead.
That's why.
So
Goldberg
what
wins.
the hell else does he do, or what does Goldberg do?
They
Like,
reform Crime Time just with whoever else. They want
no, they can't do that.
They can't, but Vince will do it.
It's like Bobby needs to win this match
Because Roman versus John?
here we go.
Oh, no.
Because Roman versus because John.
Because John Cena's back, huh?
John Cena's back. You're going to watch this pay-per-view because Cena's back?
Absolutely not.
what does this mean? Reigns is trying to eradicate the missionary position? What?
He said they went at each other with their WWE version of the shoot promo. So Cena said something about Roman chased everybody out of the company, like Dean Ambrose is gone because you suck so much, Roman.
Okay.
He left the company, and then Roman's response was, well, Nikki Bella left you because all you could ever do was the missionary position. Ho ho, baby! Yeah.
Do we have to pick this?
We could skip it. The pain on your face to pick Roman and John.
It is Roman, though.
It has
It
to
is
be,
Roman.
It's Roman
but
'cause
it's
Roman.
Because John, though. Because Cena.
It's Roman because Roman.
How long is John supposed to be around for? Is this a one-off?
I assume it's a one-off, but he
Didn't
said
Rock
I'm gonna...
do this and take the belt from Cena a while ago?
Brock took
No,
the...
Rock, Dwayne Johnson,
Rock beat CM Punk.
for like one night and then gave it up or something dumb, didn't he?
He won it at Royal Rumble off CM Punk, and then he faced John Cena and gave it back to John Cena at New York City
Because
WrestleMania.
Roman in that, I feel worse about that than I do about Seth Rollins.
Ooh, okay.
So we sweep Roman, though?
Sweep Roman, yeah.
We sweep Roman.
Okay.
Let's pick NXT now, real quick, because they have
Go.
Takeover, whatever the hell.
Bottom to top again?
No, this is in the correct order. Walter versus Ilya
Which
Dragunov.
I never did watch that match. It's supposed to be very good.
Walter versus Ilya Dragunov, United Kingdom Championship.
That's still a thing?
Still a thing. Do
I'm
you
just-
think Walter will ever lose his belt?
Not to Ilya Dragunov.
He won't. I say Walter.
Walter.
I will take my namesake.
I think so. Karrion Kross versus Samoa
Oh,
Joe.
they made it happen, huh?
NXT Championship. At this point, it would make a lot of sense Samoa Joe would win it, but I doubt that's going to happen.
I'm going to say Samoa Joe because of who's booking
Really?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Samoa Joe as
But
well.
they fired Samoa Joe, so how much do they really like him if they
Well,
fired
they
him?
don't. They just hate Karrion Kross.
I guess. It would be
And
weird.
he was a guy that came back down to NXT, so it's
He got fired, then rehired by NXT.
Oh.
Yeah, and now he's William Regal's like enforcer. He's not a GM, but he's like keeping everybody under control. He's not actually like a guy who's gonna win the championship, is he? He's supposed to be Regal's enforcer, so he's gonna lose this match, right?
I mean, you can have the lone wolf Karrion Kross.
Which normally,
All right, give me a
I would
lone
be
wolf Karrion
terrified
Kross.
that you have that, but Samoa Joe.
Give me Lone.
That's how low I am.
Give me
in
Karrion
NXT
Kross because
right
the storyline makes absolutely no sense for
now. No,
Samoa Joe to
but
win the title.
Does it make any sense for undefeated champion
No,
to job
no.
to
That
Matt Hardy
also
or
makes-
Jeff Hardy or whatever?
That makes no sense, but I assume Triple H still has control of this program in which he will have Karrion Kross win. Because it doesn't make a fucking lick of sense that Samoa Joe will win the title.
It does not. That's why I'm
Does
picking
it?
No. You're right. I'm still picking Samoa Joe.
I don't. Maybe I'm wrong about this. I don't know. Sure, I like Samoa
No,
Joe.
you are right.
Him as a wrestler, I would love to see him win the title again. That's fine. I'm cool with that. But storyline is he's William Regal's buddy, and now he's champion. Where do you go from there?
You don't.
You just completely drop that, and he's just a wrestler all the time again?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going with Karrion Kross.
You're right, but you're mistaken.
Yeah, probably.
You're right, but you're
Raquel Gonzalez versus Dakota Kai, NXT Women's Championship. Should be good.
I would
Probably
love-
won't be given enough time, is my guess.
Yes, you're right. I would love for Dakota Kai to win this and win her belt. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
It's Raquel Gonzalez.
You are right. I would go with Raquel.
Let us sweep that.
Oh, that's not good enough for you to go for a lone wolf.
No.
That would be good storytelling and also good for Dakota, but
I don't think so.
Okay. This is another obvious one.
Yes.
LA Knight champion, $1 million champion versus Cameron Grimes, who is now backed by Ted DiBiase for some reason. I'm not watching NXT Weekly TV anymore. If Grimes loses, Ted DiBiase must become his butler. Ted DiBiase must become
Knight's butler.
Knight's butler as well. So 2 butlers. There's no way this isn't happening. Law Knight
Law
wins.
Knight.
Cam Grimes protects him. Cam Grimes wins.
Wow.
It's obvious to me.
It might be, but it would be so much fun if Ted DiBiase was also a butler.
They won't let that happen. Somehow Law Knight becomes his butler. Somehow.
Law Knight becomes the butler of Ted.
Ted.
Oh, if
Eventually?
this week that's a stipulation added to this match, I will go with you on Cam Grimes. But if it
It's
stays
just the other way.
Yeah, if it stays this, I think it's Law Knight then.
Cam Grimes. I feel great about that one.
Wow. Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole, the final one to end it all, is a 3 stages of hell match, which is not actually a 3 stages of hell match. It's just their version of a 3 stages of hell match, which is 2 out of 3 falls with stipulations.
Yeah.
A singles match, fall 1, nothing fun, just a singles match. Great.
Kyle wins that.
Fall 2 is a street fight,
Cole wins that.
and then fall 3 is a steel cage.
Which one's going to stay around? Kyle is going to stay around in the company more likely?
Cole's contract is still not signed.
Are we at 1-1 in the NXT series? Did we decide?
I think so.
We're
yes.
at 1-1. Kyle,
How old's Kyle?
they're about
Late 30s.
I think
they're
he might
both-
be older than Cole. Cole, if he signs the contract, goes to the main roster. So in theory, he would lose. If he doesn't sign the contract,
In theory, he would
he
lose.
loses. So I'm going to go with Kyle. However, I will put this caveat in here. I do think there's another NXT cut. I think this is the wrapping up of the Triple H era. I think this takeover is like the end.
Yeah.
And then the following Tuesday is like the new beginning of whatever it is. And I could totally see Kyle O'Reilly being fired because he's not
I didn't
a
realize
character.
Bobby Fish was so much older than
He's
the rest
not
of them.
big. Yeah, he is much older. Kyle's not big. He doesn't fit this profile that they're putting out there.
Yeah, neither of them are. They're both 6 feet.
They're both
even.
tiny, so according to Vince. So I wouldn't be shocked if Kyle O'Reilly's gone someday as well, which would be so fucking stupid. But I don't understand that at all. But give me Kyle. After all the caveats, give me Kyle.
Oy, I don't feel good about this, but I will take Kyle as well.
I will take Adam Cole, Lone Wolf. Thank
Wow.
you very much.
So what the hell happens with him then, if you take him as Lone Wolf?
Doesn't matter. Just keep him happy until he signs that contract.
Okay.
Do not plan for anything past the contract. Just make sure he signs it.
There's no way that happens. There's no way. I don't even think Adam Cole will be like, let me win so I'm satisfied so I sign a contract.
No, but that's what Vince thinks he wants.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
God forbid Vince ask him, hey, buddy, what do you want?
They had that long meeting. They must know.
Eh.
He must have expressed what he wants in that meeting, I would think.
Fuck, it is going to be Adam.
Okay. Bill, it's time for segment to be named later. You got any segments to name?
I'll quickly go through a couple things I looked at based on Triplemania.
Okay.
Some things I wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Flair made his debut for AAA.
Right. Never been there.
He is anywhere, depending on which WWE story you want to read, a 5 to 47 time champion.
Right. He's definitely more than 16, though.
How many belts has he won in Mexico? Total.
I want to say
3.
One?
0.
Oh.
He has no championships outside of America. And not
That's-
Japan, not...
I thought
Okay.
he must have won a Mexican belt, but okay.
No. Maybe I'm sure he's wrestled there, but no.
Wow.
I was surprised by that. I also looked into Psycho Clown because he won Luchas de Apuestas, his hair versus mask match.
Yep.
Right.
And I feel like he's done this a couple times now because he's the one that took Dr. Wagner's mask a couple years ago.
Yes.
9-0 in
Wow.
Lucha de Apuestas
Wow.
mask. He has taken 7 hairs and 2 masks over his career.
Nice.
Including 3 in 2011 alone.
3.
He took 3 haircuts, including Super Crazy
Wow.
in 2011.
I thought this was like just because, his father had passed away that they were going to give him the win here. I didn't realize
No, he's
just
like the top guy.
He's just like the one to always take
He's like
people's faces.
He's like the Roman Reigns of...
He was in a tag match a few times where there was like multiple people losing stuff.
Okay.
But he also has taken El Tejano Jr., Pagano's hair. He's taken Super Crazy's hair. He's 9-0 in his career.
Wow.
We didn't even talk about the fact that 3 guys left CMLL and like showed up and beat everybody up, which I didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a big angle that Ghost Mike knew about, but I was like, oh, okay, cool. I don't know who any of these guys are, but okay, fun.
The other thing I looked up, because I, of course, knew Lucha Bros would keep their belt.
Of course.
I want you guys to give me closer without going over or whatever.
Okay.
For their current, this is their second reign. Their first one lasted less than a day.
Okay.
Their second reign lasts currently how long?
Are we giving you weeks, days?
Days.
Days?
Yep.
Well, they lost the Bucks, then they beat the Bucks. When was that, though?
When was that indeed? Because that's how it happened.
I want to say it was All Out 2019.
Oh, for those belts?
Yes, because they were on AEW TV.
Oh,
so I want to say they lost at the ladder match at All Out 2019, which is bad at math, so that would be what?
Like 800 plus days?
Yeah.
I will say a nice 600.
It's got to be like 900 something days.
600 versus 900.
Yeah.
So you had part of that correct.
Okay.
At Lucha. They lost. So they beat. Lucha Bros won the belts at the 2019 Rey de Reyes.
Okay.
And then lost to Bucks that night. Bucks held it for 92 days, then lost it back to Lucha Bros at Verano de Escandella, also AAA. 792 days in counting.
Yeah.
Wow, Wally gets it.
Which just seemed like a long reign.
That is a very long reign.
Yeah.
How many days has Walter had the NXT UK Championship?
More than that at this point.
It's coming up on something like 800 or 900 days.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, because he's the second champion they've had?
No, third, because Bate had it, then Dunn had it, then Walter had it. So it's got to be like
852 plus days right now.
Yeah. It's a long time. All right. New weekly segment that's not new anymore. Everybody's favorite. How much is this shit going for on eBay?
These look phenomenal.
Wally, you are currently up 6-3 on Bill. Woo-hoo. So Bill needs to get the advantage. This is a 1991 WWF Youth Kids Neon Baggy Parachute Pants.
Basically Zubas.
They're very Zuba-like, but they're
Zubas.
They got the.
This is the best thing we've bid on so far.
Like this is something you actually would wear.
I'll let Wally go first to
it's
set
pants.
the bar, but I assume you're going to say at least $300.
It's pants with WWF in green and like zigzaggies. Very silly.
These are nice.
They got the tag on them and everything.
I'm going to say because they're kids' pants.
What are we saying here?
Yes, the guy that weighs 300 pounds probably cannot fit in.
They're parachute pants. He might. They're stretchy.
I'm going to say $200.
All right. I didn't think I'd get to this point, but the way you guys have been pushing me. $1, please.
Congratulations, Bill! Hey! You're back on the board.
Can I guess $59 unofficially?
More.
Oh, 150-ish.
Less.
$80.
Very close.
I was gonna say
79.
75.
Yeah.
Okay.
$75 for those 1991 Youth Kids Neon Baggy Parachute Pants. That means
those were pretty sweet. Those were pretty sweet.
Bill, you still are down, but it's now 6-4.
Yep.
Wally, dominating.
I figured I'd give him a win.
Oh, thank you.
So he wouldn't feel so sad. Yes.
Give him a win. All right. It's time for the weekly review, and this week we are really on trend because we watched Star's new show Heels.
Yes.
Headlined by Stephen Amell. It actually aired Sunday night.
WWE's own Stephen Amell.
WWE's own Stephen Amell, who also wrestled it all in, right? That's Christopher Daniels, I want to say.
Yep.
Stephen Amell is your lead. Did you watch Arrow?
I did for a while.
What did you think of Stephen Amell as an actor?
I like him. He's got the serious guy actor down pat. He's a very good. My character's serious.
What did you think of his performance in Heels?
I liked him. Like I just like the guy. I think he's a good actor. I like the show pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, he I don't understand why a ghost thought he wasn't very good, but
Ghost Mike, not a fan of Heels.
He didn't like the show, but I thought it's got plenty of storylines to go off on. It's got
I think there's some seeds here that could
the only part is
could pop.
The accents are kind of.
What'd you think of Stephen Amell's southern accent?
Oh, bad. It's
not great.
Not great, but like, yeah.
It's a little rough.
Yeah.
I think he's like running this. I think he's an executive producer on this.
He wasn't listed as like the main people behind it, but I know
he wasn't listed, but he definitely was like he's a huge wrestling fan, and he obviously helped get this off the ground, right?
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
The show was about pro wrestling in Georgia. We open up with brothers fighting. His brother Ace is a good guy. Stephen Amell is Jack. He's a bad guy.
And they make sure to right away say, heels are bad guys. That's the name of the show.
Yeah.
Good guys are baby faces.
Okay. I don't like this trope in wrestling shows, but I understand why it's in there.
Because you don't
you have no idea who knows what.
Exactly.
But I can't stand it when they're like, we have to explain wrestling to you now.
But here, like,
but I do understand why they have to do it.
And it's not a long scene.
It's not long. It's like him typing on a keyboard and like.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of that.
The things pop like it's like finish or like promo. Those things like flash across the screen.
I wasn't
at
thinking
one
of
point.
that. I was thinking of the pregnant wife getting a lesson on what heels and faces are.
Oh, right.
And
We've got the pregnant wife who doesn't know anything about wrestling but dates a wrestler.
Yep.
So you know that's going to end well. And the wife of Stephen Amell, Jack. What's her name? Stacy.
Yes.
Who I think is pretty good. So we get Stephen Amell or Jack Spade. Sorry.
Yep.
Jack Spade wins a match. Lights go out. Ace Spade. Is that his name? Spade?
Ace Spade. Yeah, the Ace of Spades and the Jack of Spades.
Okay.
Yes.
Ace Spade comes out and makes out with a girl. And then they do a little promo off, and they say, like, we're going to have a main event match finally next week. And then Ace Spade says, and guess what, brother? Fuck you. When there's like a million kids in the crowd.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the good guy.
So he goes off script here because we see Jack is not pleased backstage, even though everyone's excited because the crowd is hot. He's like, he just said fuck in front of a million children. What the hell? We see a big dude, a Jack dude in the back. The only really Jack dude. I'm like, is that James Harrison? Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl champion?
It surely is.
Yep. Most definitely is. James Harrison. The dude who had the 100-yard interception return in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And is a scary man. A
Yep.
scary man. We find out that their dad is dead. He died.
And he ran the territory.
He ran the territory and gave it to Jack Spade.
Their real name's Duffy, right?
No, the town is Duffy.
Oh, okay.
We're in Duffy, Georgia. We see that their place, the dome that they call it, is a mess. It's leaking.
Yeah, it's just an old crappy
It's a piece of shit.
arena.
Jack misses church every week or almost misses church every week because he has to write the script for the show, and he decides to write it on Sundays. He just bought 4 fog machines, and everyone's pissed off. Stacy's like, you can't afford 4 fog machines, and even if you should have bought them, I could have gotten them for you cheaper.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you?
He needs to talk to her about expenses.
Yeah, so he's
she
not a good...
clips coupons all the time. So.
This is a huge bag of coupons. You are an asshole buying fog machines. So they go to church. Stacy sings in the choir. Ace pisses on a tree. They talk about what kayfabe is to the pregnant lady, and this is another kind of annoying thing. It's like, okay, I know we have to talk about kayfabe, but like, this is brutal.
I discovered something when we're done that I want to ask you about.
About kayfabe?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I did like her Stacy's line at the end, and where she was like, well, can you explain something to me? And she's like, nah, kayfabe. To the pregnant lady.
Yeah.
She just refuses to explain it. Like, it was like, is wrestling fake? We went through that whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
she
says it's fake, and then why is it...
Even though they know it's not real.
Yeah, why is it a problem that they can't...
that it is.
They can't sit together at church, the two brothers. And it's like, well, first of all, they fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious they don't want to be around each other. But anyway, kayfabe, brother. We get wrestlers practicing. They practice selling. The new guy goes for an elbow drop.
Ooh.
Smashes a dude, and he's like, you really sold the shit out of that one, brother. And he's like, you're fucking suck at wrestling. You put all your weight on me during the elbow drop. And then...
It's the girl.
What's that girl? Crystal?
Yeah.
Was like, I know everything about wrestling, but you won't let me wrestle.
Yep.
Yeah. You gotta land on your legs and let your arm dangle instead of leading with your arm.
And the guy who's trying to explain is like, well, she's right.
But she can't be around because she's just a valet.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it works in wrestling. I'm pretty sure valets can be around.
Not this one.
Not here. Jack is pissed off because dystopian hardcore wrestling in northern Florida is ruining the business.
ECW.
Do you know who
Yes.
Mike O'Malley.
Is that who that was?
Yeah.
Mike O'Malley is the head of Dystopian Hardcore Wrestling, a.k.a. basically Paul Heyman.
Yeah, at the end of the episode, they give you a little sneak peek
there.
of and I saw
I saw
face
Yes.
up. I'm like, that's Mike O'Malley.
That's two things Mike
Let's go to
O'Malley's
Mo.
been in. He was in what was that show where they all die? And they go to heaven, but it's not heaven. Sorry, spoilers.
The Good Place?
The Good Place. Mike O'Malley's in The Good Place.
Is he really?
Yes,
Really?
he's like the Peter at the Gates guy. It's not really like Peter at the Gates, but that is his role. He's like letting people in and out of purgatory or something.
He's skinny here.
He's in
So yeah, he's in this, which I was excited about. Jack just can't decide who's going to win this match between him and his brother. Then we see this really fucked up scene where Ace steals from a fucking grocery store, and then the lady's like,
He's a total dick.
You're stealing. What are you doing? Like, your dad was nice to me, so I'm not gonna like really flip out, but stop stealing from us. And he's like, you're fat, and we made fun of you for being fat, and we talked about
fat
you
since you're a kid.
eating your dog.
Even my dad made fun of you.
Yeah, and even my dad is
Oh,
so fucked up.
because he got he gave it back, and he was leaving, and she goes, "Your dad would be
Right.
would be ashamed," and that's when he was like, "Nope, fuck you. My dad made fun of you."
Wow, so fucked up.
Yeah, poor girl.
Crystal wants to wrestle, but they won't let her do it. Ace is gonna lose, so he's all pissed off.
Yeah, he decides, even though everyone that he asked for their opinion says,
Said
like,
Ace should
your
win.
brother should win, he books himself to win.
As a good booker should.
Yep.
Ace and Crystal bang in the locker room.
Yeah, she pulls a Varsity Blues where,
Yeah.
like, he's the star, so she's got to, like, ride the wave with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
She wants to be his valet all the time, which is he does not want.
And the poor guy comes
Yeah.
out of the
One
out
guy
of the shitter,
walks
he goes,
through.
Let me know when I can finish my shit. I'm not looking. Just let me know when I can finish my shit.
I enjoyed this scene a lot, where Jack is riding through town, like doing his errands, and some kids are eating ice cream cones, and he stares at them, and they get so scared they run away.
Yeah.
And then he laughs. Love that kind of a moment.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of stuff I want to see from this show. Wild Bill, who was their dad's old rival, comes back, and he's scouting for folks up north. And
For
Jake and Ace is being scouted.
Yep.
He wants, but he's like a degenerate fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Jack's pissed off. He says, Wild Bill, why didn't you, we don't know what happened to the dad. It's episode 1. We have no idea why the dad died. But he's like, you should have stopped it. You weren't around to, like, help.
Maybe it was just like
the territory went into the dumper, and then he started, like, getting drunk all the time, maybe?
Probably.
And Wild Bill never came back to help?
There was definitely an allusion to their dad drinking himself to death.
Yeah.
So
I could have done more. He could have done something.
Yeah.
That's what he says, yeah.
So Ace comes in after he talks to Wild Bill and pitches this other match
Was.
to Jack, and Jack's like, no, I'm not changing that finish. Fuck you. Then Wild Bill gives advice to Ace about what he wants to see out there for scouting. Oh, yeah. And it's like, I want you to work yourself into a shoot, shoot, brother, and punch him for real. Like, I don't think that's what you really should be doing.
he gives him a 2x4.
He
basically says, hit him with this.
Wild Bill's like gimmick was a 2x4, so he gives him it. We get this whole discussion about Sting and how he broke kayfabe and like gave it up for Rick Flair after he won a match.
That was when they're up on the water tower, right?
Yeah,
And the guy's like, I want you to, you're the pure
says-
babyface. I
so-
want you to turn heel. And he's like, I don't want to do that.
Big
Jim.
Yeah, Big Jim is the guy.
I like being an actual babyface.
Yeah.
Although he has B&E'd this water tower and he's climbed that, and he's on top of it smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
That's a heel in my book.
Oh, when when Ace is going through his finish for the match,
Yeah.
all he's describing is heel things to do for himself. Like, he's describing the way a heel would win or lose a match here. Like, the way he's booking himself, he's making himself the heel, and Jack's going to come off as the babyface. And it's like it's funny that he doesn't realize that he's making himself the heel.
But he does say, or actually Crystal says, like, you'll come out of this looking great too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
She helped him book it, apparently. Yikes. So Big Jim says, I'm up here actually because I'm going to retire, so don't even bother booking me in anything because my wife is pregnant, as we've seen.
Yep.
She doesn't get wrestling, as we've seen. So I'm just going to go pick up some extra shifts at the whatever the place that I work at.
Yep.
Because we don't ever know. And
He said something about becoming a manager, and I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if he meant like at his work or
no,
in
at
the
his,
wrestling.
at his
like,
work.
At
Oh, okay.
his
And
grocery
Jack,
store or wherever
Yeah.
he works.
finally, Jack is like a decent human being. And he's like, okay, I get it. But don't you love wrestling? And he's like, yeah, I really fucking do. And he's like, all right, well, if that's what you want, fine.
Yeah.
Win the match tonight and you can go off into the sunset. We'll miss you.
Yeah, because Big Jim even says, you know, I'll turn heel for you if
I'll
you
do
if
whatever
you
you
want.
need, but
Yeah, and
I'll
he goes,
do
no,
whatever
no,
you
no,
need.
you're out. So we,
We're not going to do that to you.
yeah,
Because his argument was like, I don't want to be a heel because then I got to go around town and be a dick to people.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it'll only be for a little while, and he can come back even hotter as a babyface. And he's like, yeah, but if I turn heel and then I retire, then everybody thinks I'm a dick for a lifetime. Can I just win and be a babyface going out?
yeah.
We see a bunch of matches and stuff, and Big Jim winning, and it's a lot of they use a ton of slow motion in the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like in the opening and this, it's not like action in the ring like a
No, it's a montage.
Yeah.
Slow motion
montage, and then you speed it up to the end. It's interesting. I don't know if I like that use. You see people throw a ton of shit in this fucking
Lots
ring.
of garbage.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Always throwing the garbage.
Which I feel like that's true to life in a little place like
Well,
this.
they're only
Could
about
be.
like 20 feet from the ring, so
Yeah.
I could throw something into the ring from there.
Jack's getting ready for his match. His wife Stacy comes back and says, have you figured out what you're gonna do? And he's like, yeah, I guess. And she's like, oh, by the way, I saw you bought all these GoPros too. You didn't listen to a thing I just said to
Yep.
you dick. Ace comes out with a 2x4. We get a sellout at the curtain. Everybody's gonna watch what's gonna happen. Jack comes out and just takes liberties and just breaks his brother's
Yep.
arm and wins.
Makes the referee just call the match.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically breaks his brother's arm and
And his brother punched him in the face, and no one is
Yep.
happy. Not
No.
one person
No
is
one.
happy.
Nope.
everyone in the crowd hates it. Everyone in the back hates it. Both brothers seem to not
Yeah.
like it either.
Yep.
See, I liked it because it was kind of a slow build to that final.
It was very slow. This
Yeah.
was a long episode.
It was an hour long, but it was
And
good
it
because
felt like an hour.
like you could feel a little tension, and then the tension got more and more and more throughout the
Got built up
the
so
episode.
much, and then they just completely subvert your expectations.
Even
by
right
having him
before
break
they
his
go
arm.
right before they go out to the ring, you can see that the tension's boiling over. You're like, all right,
They
well,
choke each other. They goozle each other.
The
Like,
double
I don't-
goozle.
Double goozle.
Save it for the match.
so yeah, so when he just puts him in the arm bar or whatever,
Yeah, armbar.
that it was a straight squash match. And I
What's
was
that
like,
one
oh,
called?
shit.
Deanna
Yeah.
Praz's armbar.
Fujiwara armbar.
Yeah, Fujiwara armbarred him.
Or
Yeah.
a salt of the earth, if you will.
Um,
JF's move. Same thing.
But he essentially, as I'm sure he's going to say, protect his brother. He ruined his career and tried to break his arm.
Yeah.
We didn't talk enough about Wild Bill trying to like bring him up north,
Bring
which
him
I
up
assume
to WWF.
Which was
is
a
WWF.
Yeah.
He can hit the big time. And so the good guy brother, to stop him from doing that, made him look like garbage and tried to break his arm.
Yeah.
Right. Accomplishing nothing, not even for the own promotion.
Yeah, and that's what he kept saying about, like, we got to do this again next week. I got to look out for the company, blah,
Yes,
blah, blah.
we get a whole
This
speech
is bad
about,
for everyone in the company.
But that's
Like-
why it's a good thing for the show, is because otherwise, what the fuck else are we going to
Here's
watch on
the
the show?
problem for me
Yes.
is his wife is okay. I don't especially like her, but I a little bit feel bad for the valet.
Crystal, yeah, she's
The
going to wrestle
only
by the end. She's
Redeeming
gonna
person,
wrestle.
the only person on the whole show that I like and want to root for is the lady that helps run the promotion.
Oh, I like her.
Oh yeah, I kind of like her.
Yeah,
That's it.
I don't know her name.
There's
but
not one
I
other
did like
person
her.
that I find redeeming on the show right now.
You got an idea? Keep it in your head and not out your mouth.
Yeah,
Willie Day apparently is her
Yeah.
name.
she's great.
I like this show. I think it's got potential.
It's got potential,
This
but
is episode 1. It just came out.
felt like a full hour. It was a long watch.
It was a full hour.
It's one of those ones where I'm looking at the clock, like 4 minutes.
It's only been 20 minutes.
For me, I did not have that problem. I think
it can be good, but right now, and I get it, the name of the show is Heels.
Yeah.
So if everyone in it is a heel, you nailed it. But right now, there's not anyone except for the one lady that I'm rooting for.
You're not rooting for James Harrison?
I mean, we'll see. He's a black guy in Southern wrestling. I don't think they're going to do anything with him.
I like the fact that in real life, Stephen Amell's supposed to be the face, like he's actually supposed to be a good guy,
right?
But he's playing a heel, and then his brother's supposed to be the face for wrestling, but he's actually a heel
in real life.
Yeah. Well, apparently they're both heels. So
see, I don't know. I'm on Stephen Amell's side,
even though he just ruined his brother's career.
We don't think he didn't break his action. He didn't actually break his
break
arm.
his chance of going up north
because Wild Bill leaves, right?
Yeah,
Wild
he said
Bill's out.
you need to look good here, and then he lost immediately to an armbar, which in kayfabe terms is as bad as it can be.
Yeah, but I don't know.
He shot on him too. He shot on his own brother.
Yeah.
Also, he was talk about being a huge dick. It's like your brother has this great opportunity to go and wrestle for the big time.
Yeah, actually make it.
You stop him from living all of your dream because you're jealous of him?
Everyone is mad at him.
That's not great.
And that's the other thing about the good guy, Stephen Amell. Literally every person he asks for their advice in the match says, your brother has to win. Right. And he ignores everyone and says their opinion does not matter.
Yeah.
I wish somebody just raised their hand in the middle of it and was like, a time limit draw would work fine. A time limit draw would totally solve all your problems.
Yep.
You just do a time limit draw and run it back next month.
It was interesting seeing him go back and forth between, all right, well, this small package roll up, I win, or we actually do something else where he still loses, but he still looks strong with it.
Did he pitch to what's his name?
Big Jim?
Big Jim to help turn heel,
double turn,
and let Ace win? Was that what he pitched?
He pitched that.
But it was himself winning still.
It was still him. He beats up Ace, then he covers him with Jack,
right,
and then continues to beat up Ace.
Yeah, and then
Jack makes a save.
Yeah, making him
still not helping anything.
Right.
Still not helping the situation.
Not really helping his brother. No,
He hates his brother. He hates his fucking brother.
He's all about
booking himself.
Trying to for the future of the company. That's his.
But also for himself as the future of the company.
Yeah.
Because even the bad guy brother is listen, Dad's pictures in the hallway, your pictures in the hallway. I just want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like he's only been around for a year though. It's like he went away. He didn't help with anything. Keep saying he's young. Then he comes back.
He's young and dumb, and that's why he can't go live his dream. He's too dumb to live his dream.
Yeah.
Because even the small black guy who gets the elbow actually dropped on him, he's how come he's in the? I've been doing this since I was 18, and I'm not in the.
I'm not in the main event with you.
Yeah. So it seems like Ace just hasn't been around doing this for a while.
That's the problem, I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
Brian, I would like to know your thoughts on this.
Okay.
I just happened to find now. The name of this first episode is Kayfabe. You didn't seem to love that.
It bothers me because I'm I know wrestling. I don't need it explained to me. Just go and do it.
So next week when they explain the
Dusty finish,
you gonna like that?
You know what? The Sting thing, I half liked. I'm okay, I kind of like the debate of it.
Yeah.
Let's debate whether Sting should have said good things about Ric Flair after he beat him or not. That's a debate. That's interesting, I guess. Just the way they did it. It's just there was this guy, he was Sting, and then there was this other guy, Ric Flair. While he's talking to another wrestler or somebody who knows wrestling, it's they already know this shit.
Yeah.
You could just be it's like Sting in 90, man. He shouldn't have put over Flair like that.
Except only wrestling people are going to know
but
that.
You can do it in a way where it sounds...
Where they explain it, but not where he's explaining it to the guy.
Where he's not literally explaining to the audience, there was a company called WCW. He literally says, there's a company called WCW. And Sting was there, and he was super over. And he faced Flair.
Yeah.
just be like, there was this guy Sting, or you remember when Sting broke kayfabe on Flair and it kind of ruined his career, or something like that.
See, I think you guys are too.
We're too deep in the waters here.
I don't mind that.
You're too
Ryan
deep
does.
in like the. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm seeing it only through wrestling eyes.
It's just
whereas me not being a wrestling fan,
more than me.
Yeah, I enjoyed the program. I
just didn't.
I didn't.
What
hate
I
it.
didn't enjoy about it is like, who is the redeeming person that I'm supposed to be rooting for now?
It's a.
Eventually,
it's eventually
supposed
going
to be Stephen Amell,
yeah.
I
right?
don't think it is.
Or
I
Crystal.
think he's gonna continue.
Oh, we're
to spiral.
definitely going to root for Crystal. She's going to get dumped by
She's
Ace.
going to get She's
No,
going to get dumped
not
by
anymore.
him. Oh,
She
yeah.
was gonna,
No,
but now that he's stuck here,
he's not going to be stuck there.
he is gonna be stuck.
Episode 5, I guarantee he's getting called up.
They're gonna tease it, but he's stuck now.
There's some other things at play here, like something weird happened with the dad, maybe. Maybe he got murdered by Wild Bill or something like cool and weird like that.
He's-
We can go in like a weird direction like
Ace
that.
is
maybe.
not going to be wrestling for the entire season
Yes.
with DWF.
DWF.
He's going to be trying to earn another chance to get
No.
recognized.
I think he's either going to get picked up by the big boys
He could
or he's going to
spiral out of
spiral out of
control,
control.
yeah.
Oh, he's definitely going to spiral.
And not wrestle, and that's where him and Crystal fall out, and then
No,
somehow
see, you're seeing it wrong because he was getting ready to leave her, but now that he's stuck, he's going to grab onto her. She's going to think it's love, and he's just going to be like, until I have a chance to dump you, you're what's going to do now. He won't say that to her.
I don't know.
But he's going to be
because
using her until he can leave.
I don't think he would. I don't feel like he's going to glob onto her though.
He is until he sees another opportunity to get away.
Which he
But
will.
while he's down in the dumps
Because
now, because that's
gets-
when he had sex with her, is because she was like, when I saw you cry after a football game,
Yeah.
it's going to be the same thing. She's going to be there for him when he's at his low point now.
The other thing is this ECW, whatever the hell whatever it's called, the hardcore wrestling from Florida.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can totally
yeah.
see Ace going there.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe,
fuck this
yes.
company, I'm going to go work for them.
That, yes,
Yeah,
I can
okay.
see. He's not
I
getting
see
the
that.
big time.
But he's too young to know how to deal with the New Jacks of the world and people
Gets
that would
fucked
be
up.
there.
And then he comes back
yeah.
to the DW. Yeah.
Maybe,
that
yes.
could be it.
And that's probably.
I also think that we're just going to...
That's it.
We're
Yeah.
actually going to see, not full like Breaking Bad, but we're going to see Stephen Amell just getting worse and worse.
What do you mean?
Like a worse and worse human.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Doing
think we're
more
going
and
to
more.
see...
Like Walter White.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
And he basically is a bad person right now.
Yeah, he's bad to his family. He's
Would you
bad
watch?
to his brother.
Were you gonna watch? Would you watch episode 2? Say we're not
yeah.
doing this show.
Oh, yeah.
For the show, definitely. Without it, I don't know, maybe.
I would
There's
say
some stuff there.
I would.
There's-
Yeah, I would say
it's a first episode. A lot of first
I know,
episodes
I
aren't
know.
good.
I would say 85%.
Yes.
I would watch it. Yeah.
Wow.
Even without
40% I would watch it.
Okay.
But that's
It's
just
also
because I also
just-
don't watch things.
Yeah, yeah. Like I
That's
get,
true.
like if
Yeah.
I can binge something, I watch it.
Let me just say
Like
this
crazy.
too. Like, I want a wrestling show to be good. Like, I want all wrestling to be good. I want WWE to be good. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
like their product, but if it was good, I would be more excited about it. I wouldn't be upset if they were good. So I want wrestling shows to be good. But it's also like, how the hell is anything going to live up to Glow? A show that...
Yeah.
One of the things Glow did really well is be able to take that pro wrestling of it all, like the weird pro wrestling of it, and
Yeah.
put that on the screen
Yeah.
in like a fun way. Of like, here's us doing weird ass vignettes and being goofy in the costume area, and like that was so fun to watch.
And booking a wedding. segment
Yeah, right. All
as, like,
those
the big moment. Oh, wait, that's right. They do
'cause
that all the
pro
time.
wrestling is fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's not just Breaking Bad in a fucking gym. Like it's a weird show. There's fucking roosters and clowns and all kinds of weird shit. We literally just saw a bunch of clowns on Triplemania.
Yeah.
Anyway, Wally, it's time for your top 5.
Right. So European soccer has started. This past weekend was the first week of the Premier League. So I'm going to go with my top 5 league winners of the big 5 leagues.
These are predictions.
Currently?
These are my
these are predictions?
These are my predictions for
Okay.
who's going to win the league for each of the top 5 leagues.
Liverpool.
Going from like who I'm least sure about to most sure
Confidence
about.
picks.
Exactly. Number 5, the Premier League. I think Chelsea's going to win.
Liverpool.
I think Chelsea's
Okay.
gonna
You don't think what's their name's going to finally pull it together? The team that always finishes 5th?
Oh, Leicester?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Are they going to get 4th?
I think they have even
You're going
less.
the other way.
They're going to be even less likely
Okay.
to get a 4th place finish this year.
Wow.
So Chelsea is the
Because
incorrect.
Chelsea, United, City, and Liverpool are all even stronger this year. Number 4 is La Liga. I think a young Barcelona team is going to win it,
even without
Messi. Yeah.
Interesting.
Isn't that'd be a
Wow.
fun?
No. Who's the other one?
Because Real Madrid's an
That's the one.
older team.
Real Madrid's going to do it.
Yeah, it's between the two of them. It
Obviously.
really is.
Somebody has to keep track of
because
this.
Atletico is not going to double up. Serie A is going to be Juventus. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We agree.
Well, I would like to see Weston McKennie win it. So,
Okay.
Okay.
shit, where'd it go?
Number
2, the Bundesliga is not my number 1 pick because
I don't know why, but
I think there's a chance
Dortmund?
RB Leipzig win,
No.
but it's probably going to be Bayern winning their 10th straight.
Yes. Definitely going to be Bayern.
The biggest thing is
How much
they've
do you
got
know
a
about
new,
Byron?
I know that they're the only
They're-
one in Germany that matters.
Yes.
Okay.
This would be their 10th league title in a row.
Wow.
Yeah. The biggest thing is that it's a new manager, and he doesn't play the same style as his players have been played. Like he's not a great fit for the players that they have.
So he's like a Mike McCarthy for the Dallas Cowboys,
Yeah.
if you will. American football.
But the only reason I don't go with RB Leipzig is because they've got a new manager as well, and he's an
So
American
it's Dortmund's
manager.
chance to sneak back in here.
But Dortmund's gonna just be Dortmund and like lose to fucking the 15th, 16th place teams every
Sure.
once in a while, and you're like, son of a bitch! Just these are the
It's
games
gonna
you
be
need to
Bayern.
win.
It's going to be Bayern.
Exactly. But then number 1 pick, Ligue
PSG.
1, PSG. Yes.
Because Messi's now on PSG.
Because it's a farmers league. There's no one else to compete with PSG. There's literally no team.
He's just going there to get a check
He's going there to try to win a Champions League.
because he hasn't won anything.
He
He
hasn't
just
won the
won the other
Champions
one,
League
but
in
yeah.
a while. He just won the Copa America, and he wants to win Champions League before going out again.
Okay. A couple of quick hitters before we get out of here and get our next review in a second.
Oh,
Candace LeRae and Johnny Wrestling are now Preggo with Baby Wrestling.
congratulations!
Oh,
That's
Candace.
awesome.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah.
She says she's going to plan to stay on TV as much as possible. I hope that happens. And
Will Wally be pregnant? I mean, that would be great. WWE won't allow it.
Oh, she's still in W. Yeah, no, she's not.
I fear that won't happen, but okay. I would
Who's
be
she?
all for it.
Because Johnny's not in.
Johnny's in
NXT.
NXT.
They're
They're
both
both in
NXT.
NXT.
Oh, okay.
Happy for them.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of release people, of course, this year are going to show up in WWE 2K22 because it's way too late to get them out of there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a ton of these people are still going to be in WWE 2K22.
Jesus.
Wow.
What a fucking company.
Olympic hero, wrestling gold medalist Gable Stevenson, already making waves in WWE. Already has been around, been backstage, talking to people, wants to get signed over there. So
Kurt Angle is going to manage him.
it's his
Without
son.
a doubt.
It's his other son.
Without
His
a
other son,
doubt.
yeah.
It's his other son.
And Chad Gable's going to say, no, he's my son. That's why
Yes.
his name is Gable.
Even though we're like not that far apart in age. I had him when I was 10. All right, next week's review is Wally.
Yes. So
Episode 2.
Stephen Amell counts as a wrestler.
100%.
He's wrestled in a couple of different places.
100%.
We are going to watch something called Code 8.
Oh, boy.
It's on
Oh, no.
Netflix.
Something called is scary.
It's never a good sign.
The little blurb is a desperate young man possessing special powers clashes with the police force after committing a petty crime. It's got Robbie and Stephen Amell. Both Amells.
What is a Robbie?
There's a Robbie Amell?
I guess there's a Robbie Amell. I
Nice.
don't think I know what he's from, but
I think he's from Steven's brother.
he's from Oh, no, I know this kid. Yeah, he's actually kind of funny.
Is
I
his
saw-
actual brother?
I saw him oh no, it's his cousin. The babysitter movie.
The one you've been
horror-
talking
Oh
about.
my god, it's so fucking funny.
He was in The Flash, apparently?
It's so funny. No, that's Stephen Amell.
Stephen Amell was Arrow in all those DC shows.
Or does he
Yeah,
also
but he
show
was
up in
Ronnie Raymond Firestorm in The Flash.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
I don't know what that means.
The
but-
Amells have just taken over the
He
DC
was in True
universe.
Jackson VP. That was not the I was thinking what was the what was the Disney show that I was thinking of?
True Jackson?
No, that's a Nickelodeon show.
Revenge?
Apparently.
Life with Derek?
No, I was like
The Secret
Life of Zack and Cody?
I saw True Jackson
Mack.
VP, and I thought it was a different show.
Okay.
There you go. Because you were just going to keep going.
What is this called again?
Code 8.
Code 8.
The number 8.
The number
Code
8.
8.
It's on Netflix.
Oh boy, how long is it?
It's a science fiction film.
Oh, it's science fiction, not just crime. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see.
Well, I mean, superpowers.
a length here.
Superpowers.
Budget of $15 million. Box office of $150,000.
Well, it was released in 2019,
Ouch.
like late 2019.
That's a loss.
December December
It's a loss.
13th, 2019. Yeah, that's. Where
Code
is-
8.
How long is it? Oh well.
6.1 on IMDb.
What was the blurb you read?
It was just the Google blurb.
In a city where superpowered people are ostracized, an earnest day laborer considers using his outlawed abilities for money to save his sick mother.
Oh, this is not going to be good then.
6.1 according to IMDb.
It's not
But-
terrible.
I was able to find it within the start of the show, so that's what we're watching.
That's always a.
Hey, I'm up to at least 20% for watching Triplemania.
Oh, that's a good question. What is he up to?
Where was he before? Was that 4?
I was
16.
not that low.
16.
If you actually think he's at 16, then yes, he surpassed 20.
What is he actually at now?
22.
All right, 22%.
All right, I
there
got
you go.
22%.
You take it?
I'll take that.
I mean, a 6-point bump in 1 week. I feel like it's a lot.
It's a lot of. He watched an entire
I watched
pay-per-view.
An entire pay-per-view
That's-
in Spanish.
Have I gotten below that yet?
You're getting low.
You are getting pretty.
You're getting low. You're nearing his level of involvement.
All right, then I
But
just.
the problem
that's
is you do the segment to be named later, which
Yes.
gives you at least 40%.
Yes.
Next week when we show up, I'm not going to tell you this until we show up.
Oh,
We're going to
boy.
say, all right, let's go over the picks. And be like, I didn't do it.
Yeah, that's
Didn't keep track of it.
that's the Wally 20%.
Yeah.
That's the Wally
There you
like 16% right
Let
there.
me do it during the show, and I'll.
When he doesn't have a segment ready, like it's time for top 5. He's like, I don't have one.
Yeah.
That's when I get lower than 10%.
That's when he low. That's when he gets
that's
lower.
the low.
So
the low 10%.
just by doing the segment to name later in the picks, you're
Yes.
automatically in like 50-60%. All right. What is Ghost Mike at? 0?
He did.
No, he's at 2% because
He made
he
picks.
keeps making picks.
He made some picks.
He
So
keeps
he's got to be above
seancing-
0, right?
Seancing with us.
Yeah, I guess.
Because we have to seance with him, that takes
Yeah.
off his points.
I mean,
Exactly.
he did.
He did. All right, that's it. He did. That's the end of the show. Peace out.
See ya.